The Vatican's geostrategic error. Network powers can successfully exist for centuries, but for that they need breadth and universalism. Losing the balance brings about weakening. This is easy to see in the case of the Vatican, which, out of Europe's most powerful player, turned into one of the secondary or tertiary hidden players. The catastrophic changes that are happening in the world give it a chance of a partial re-emergence, but it is far from obvious whether the Holy See will be able to use it. The ideal armed forces of network powers have been described earlier. Their basis is the selection, training, and evolvement of top-notch fanatical professionals who are capable both of acting on their own and teaching others or organizing processes. This principle of functioning of network powers is also applicable in other areas. At present, it works for the Vatican solely in the training of priests, who at the same time make up the world's best and most powerful system of information gathering, intelligence network, that stretches out over a large part of the world. Getting higher education in the Vatican system up until postgraduate studies takes at least 12 years, and many practicing Catholics, they are not the only ones who can study in this system. In the process of training take orders, the vows of celibacy and of poverty, and so on. The final result is a skilled top-level professional in the field of theology and social sciences, excellent at gathering, structuring, and analyzing information. The most unusual thing about such professionals is allegiance, loyalty, and no betrayals. These people, posted in missions or parishes all over the world, direct all their strength, energies, and spirit to their service, gathering and analyzing information along the way. The Vatican's most important error of the last few centuries is giving up complex and well-balanced development, and, above all, weakening and dismantling its own military capabilities and security support. Focusing on the intelligence, finance, humanities, and religion is logical and understandable. See the figure above. But the hollowing out and demilitarization of the order structures brought about the general weakening. If, apart from missionaries, the Vatican sent to the countries of Africa and Latin America knights, as well, i.e. warriors acting as peacemakers, instructors, and organizers, its influence would be predominating. A lot of the active and retired military in Europe, who are traditionally conservative, would take their lead from Rome and its orders. In the coming hard times, it would be the Vatican that would become the nucleus and the integration center for all of Europe, but the lack of proper strategic thinking, conformism, opportunism, and so on, prevented it from even laying the groundwork for playing its own game. Under current conditions, its chances of strengthening and reassembling for what may be termed the Fourth Rome are slim. So all that is left for the Vatican is using its influence to recover at least some of its historical lands. Even if that requires, closer to 2030, helping Russia within the strategy, the Third Rome, or the gendarme of Europe. And yeah, let us not forget the role of the Catholic Center Party in Germany in the 1930s, without whose help Adolf Hitler could never have come to power, and which dissolved itself after that, while its members lined up to join the National Socialist Party.